guys, I'm here. What's up? Thank God you made it. We were getting worried there for a moment. There are a bunch of Death Eaters out there. I'm glad I even made it in here alive. Do you think you could have taken longer? We've been waiting here for an hour. And I haven't even had anything to eat yet. Ronald, I called us here because Death Eaters are about. You know this. Sam barely got away from them. How could you even say that? We've waited longer for him. Sam, why don't you sit down? We're going to be here a while. Alright, let's get this meeting started, shall we? First order of business. Death Eaters. They're everywhere and they're a pain in the butt. Luckily, no Death Eaters will find us here in the room of requirement because they don't know the trick of getting in. Now, how do we get them out is the real situation. The problem is there are so many of them that there's only 3 of us. Unless we can get a resistance and make ourselves an army. You mean like Dumbledore's army? That's what Dumbledore had us doing in the 2nd grade, remember? Dueling club, help us defend ourselves against the dark arts. Ron was even good at it. Why were you so good at that? Well, I don't mean to brag, but there was a secret to my success. I had to evade every spell, and I had to cast when my enemy was at his weakness. So if he cast a spell and dodged it, I would cast a spell at him. I would go cast, dodge, back up, and then cast. I would cast when I was down. That way he wouldn't expect it. Anyway, enough about this. Dumbledore's army. Sam, we were planning on making a resistance, but we don't have enough members. You think you can go around the castle and find some more? That's going to be a bit tricky, guys. We have Snape wandering the hallways. So I was thinking, while in class, if we can manage to slip notes to each other, that would be, I guess, okay. But we can't get caught. If we get caught, then this whole operation's done. And be careful what you write on the note, just in case if we do get caught. We don't want Snape finding out what we're doing, ruin everything. We'd all get sent to the dungeons. Even worse, we'd get no homework. The no homework part I can deal with. But Snape catching us, how are we going to pass notes to each other if we don't even sit next to each other? We don't want the other students knowing what we're doing and telling on us. I mean, I sit next to Ron in potions, and you sit next to me in defense against the dark arts. So I guess in between classes, if we can manage to gather ourselves together somehow and pass the note around to each other, I guess we could slip it by Snape. I don't, Ron? I had an idea. During potions class, when Sam is next to me, I was thinking I could slip it in a vial, and as he poured out the potion, he'd be able to see the note. But I don't know how that would work, since papers and potions don't really mix well together. I would have to get enough parchment, or at least a thick amount of parchment that won't dissolve so easily. Sam, I sit on your right, right? I could make sure that when Snape is talking in potions, I can, well, when he's facing the other way, I can totally just, I don't know. It was a good idea when I thought of it in my head. No, it is a good idea, Ron. But the problem is, I know Snape, and he doesn't even face the whiteboard for more than 3 seconds. How are we going to write a note in 3 seconds? The problem here that I'm seeing is that timing isn't on our side. We need time to write the note and pass it around. We can't do that with every teacher lurking our backs. We're running out of time. We have to get back to class. Lunch is almost over, and we can't risk explosion. I'll be back, guys. Go to class. Meet here at 3 o'clock. Alright? 3 o'clock. Sharp. Make sure no one follows you. Someone follows you, this whole operation is over with. Unless if they're willing to join the cause of this resistance. Good day. Ron, I'm not so sure this plan is going to work. I mean, even if we did start a resistance, how far do you think we would even get? They're teachers. Teachers, for Christ's sake. We'd be no match for them. Even if we are no match for them, it's worth a shot. It's the only shot we've actually got. The teachers are scared of Snape because he follows voldemorts. I don't care if I say his name. I'm not scared of him anymore. But in order for this plan to work, we need as many students who are willing to join us. The more students, the better. The more chance we have. Doesn't matter how terribly matched we are against the teachers. I'm sure some of the teachers agree with us. Snape is being way too hard on us, giving us way too many tests, and I don't think I can handle my OWLs or any WTs. I can't even study properly, worrying about all this. Anyway, worrying's not going to help. Like Sam said, we have to get to class. I don't want to get expelled. Come on.